James Arthur, welcome back.
Thanks for having me, sir. Appreciate you having me.
Lovely to have you back. So how's life?
Wow. It's tough to answer that question because before this week, it was pretty calm. I was sort of in a place where I was accepting of whatever my future may bring. And
did you think about what your future may bring into?
Yeah. I was being super realistic and thinking to myself like, I probably won't make massive waves again, just because it's not really. I was confident in my music, but I thought, well, the male X Factor winner, especially the male X Factor winner that has not the best public perception, doesn't have much of a shot. The odds are pretty stacked up. So I was trying to be realistic, and so the single doing what it's doing right now is an absolute whirlwind. Yeah. Again, it's like winning the X Factor all over again, but better because it's my song.
Yeah. But and also, I think let's sort of. What I don't want to do is turn this into a psych chair, and I want you to just to talk about what you want to talk about and move on. Because I think when you come back from being, I suppose, out of the public eye and having, let's not forget, a very successful first album. It sold over 400,000. I mean, those are good numbers. Yeah, they're good which means you've got a good fan base. So, but what happened off the back of that? I mean, sort of since you've been away, what have you been doing?
Well, it's provided me with a huge fan base around Europe, and I've been doing huge shows in Portugal and Poland and around Europe to 70,000 people sometimes.
There's a lovely story where you're in Switzerland. So when you speak to people in Switzerland, they look at music in a slightly different way. So they dice. So you say, "Oh, do you like it?" They go, "Yeah, I really like the middle 8 bit." And when the middle 8 turned into the
you've done some research. They do. Like some of the Swiss audiences, they start by sitting down. It's like a theatre show or something. It's like going to see West End, and you have to really work to get them on their feet and getting excited, and they'll clap like a bit of a cricket clap for the first couple of songs, and it's the ultimate.
I'd be panicking then. I'd be absolutely freaking out.
I've had many a panic attack.
Bring out the big guns, quick!
Yeah. And they know their stuff. They're real into music lovers. They're intimidatingly smart because they're like trilingual in Switzerland. So I'm like, I'm trying really hard when I'm there, and it's great because by the end of the show, I usually have people up dancing and clapping.
And when you've got them, you've got them.
You've got them, yeah. Once you've got them in the palm of your hand, then they're with you, and they seem like a loyal crowd.
So, so you split with a record company in the UK, but I know you got signed in Germany relatively quickly after that.
Yeah, about a year after, there was whispers that Columbia wanted to sign me. Two German labels wanted to sign me, and it kind of went away for a bit, and then
and at the time you just gigging to make
I'm
music?
just gigging, I'm writing, I'm in sessions, whatever sessions I can get with whatever producers, and I'm doing my thing, trying to write about what's going on in my life. And then my management, who have been instrumental in everything that's been going on, sent a few of my new tracks to the label, and they loved them. They thought they had a lot of character, which is something they felt like they wanted to get more of out there and across to people, and we just ended up making an album that's really cool together, I think.
And this last week now, since you've been back and doing promo interviews and so forth, how have you found it? Because I know it's something the first time round that, and you're in a very, very different place, and if you don't mind, we'll talk about that a bit later.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like, seeing you look healthy, you look fit, it doesn't look like it's a weight upon your shoulders now.
No, it isn't as much. I can't lie and say that the last week has brought back on some of the terrible anxiety I used to feel back.
You do suffer from anxiety.
I do. I suffer from it. Yeah, but I'm much better at managing it now, and I don't medicate it to fix it. I breathe and I sprint or something, like, it's an adrenaline dump, and you got to get rid of it, and I channel it in the positive ways now. So it's not as much of a weight, but the last week's been crazy. But I
don't mean to just look for blithe excuses, but you can obviously attribute that level of anxiety to the behaviour you found yourself into, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all relative, So it's.
Listen, let's have some music. You're going to start with a cover.
Yeah.
This is a great song.
Yeah, I love it. Well, I'm a huge fan of Adele, as everyone is probably. I was really anticipating her album, and I thought it was going to be incredible, and it surpassed my expectations.
Yeah.
But
See her at Glastonbury?
I've seen it on TV. I've never been to Glastonbury.
Oh, you should.
Funnily enough, never been. But
You have to play Glastonbury.
that would be a dream, an absolute dream. I would love to do that. Yeah, but this song, when we were young, it just stuck out to me. There's a couple of notes that her note choice for me is on another planet. She's just really classy with the notes that she chooses, and that's why I wanted to do this song, really.
I love her delivery as well. It's funny when, I don't want to make this an X Factor chat, but when Gary Barlow talked about her, he coined it so well. He said that she's got this lovely lazy way of singing. It's like, I'll deliver that line when I want to deliver it.
Yeah, she throws things away in a perfect way.
Yeah.
And like you said, delivery. She just sells a song better than any other artist I know, I think. She really sells it.
Great.
I'll give it a go. Everybody loves the things you do, from the way you talk to the way you move. Everybody here is watching you, 'cause you feel like home. You're like a dream come true. But if by chance you're here alone, can I have a moment before I go? 'Cause I've been by myself all night long, hoping you're someone I used to know. You still look like a movie, you still sound like a song. Oh my God, this reminds me of when we were young. Oh, let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. You made us restless. It was just like a movie, it was just like a song when we were young. And I was so scared to face my fears, oh, 'cause nobody told me you'd be here. Oh, and I swore you moved overseas. That's what you said. Oh, when you left me, you still look like a movie, you still sound like a song. Oh my God, this reminds me of when we were young. Oh, let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. You made us restless. It was just like a movie, it was just like a song when we were young. And it's hard to admit that everything just takes me back to when you were there. Oh, when you were there. And the part of me keeps holding on, just in case it hasn't gone. I still care, I guess I still care. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old and made us restless. Oh, I'm so mad I'm getting old, it makes me reckless. Oh, I'm so mad I'm getting old, it makes me reckless. It was just like a movie, it was just like a song when we were young.
when we were young, James Arthur Adele's When We Were Young. That was lovely, James.
Thank you so much.
So we're doing the cover first just because of the way the guitar's set up and so forth.
Yeah.
But let's talk about your stuff. So when did you start putting pen to paper for a second album?
Pretty much straight away. Released the first album, then I started working on a mixtape while I was on tour, writing some rap music, writing some hip hop that I just kind of gave away for free on SoundCloud for the fans, and then pretty much straight away. The last 2 years has been non-stop writing, just writing every day.
And you said to me just before, you said you enjoy touring so much. That's the part.
I love it. Yeah, I love it because that's your opportunity to reach out to the people that you may have inspired or that maybe using your music as a sanctuary or whatever. It's good to speak to them.
Listen, the pressure on winning X Factor, trust me, I've seen it on the cold face so many times, but a lot of it is the pressure I think one puts oneself under. And did you find that?
Without a doubt, yeah. That was the problem, is I was putting too much pressure on myself. I got a lot of plaudits when I was on the show. Like, every artist that came on was saying, James Arthur's the one that should win it, or you had people like
pressure on a young kid that's just.
Well, I mean, like Ed Sheeran and and numerous other artists that came on the show, like that I was inspired by at the time, that were doing incredibly well in music, were giving me props, and people were saying, this could be the first X Factor winner that we feel could make some credible music or authentic music, or music that's that you don't feel that embarrassed to listen to. Maybe I don't know. That's probably not the right way to put it, but there's pressure to be like the first.
Just for my take on it, here's the thing. I think when you do a show like that, you're just going to get different winners every year, right? You're the first winner and I always say this, you're the first person I ever witnessed win without compromising one iota.
Yeah.
And therefore, and I think the show's moved on now. It's a very different show than how it used to be. But now I think you get someone like yourself in who is a not ready-made artist, but someone who's come with their own songs, their own ideas to who they are, and you're a strong young man. You're not going to. No one wants to mould that, so therefore you're just going to go along. So the girl that's just won America's Got Talent is an 11-year-old ukulele player,
right? Yeah,
and Simon Gavin, who you know, so works at Sony. And Simon just said to me, you know what? When we first got her, the initial instinct is to go, well, here's some covers, and she's 11 years old. She said, I'm not going to do covers. I'm just going to do my own songs. And they just went, okay, if that's what you want to do, let's do it. And she's won. So people, I think, do buy into that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, if it's authentic and it's real,
right?
I think it's going to connect. It's 100% going to connect.
So was it the fact that obviously the anxiety and recreational drug use and one feeds into the other, I suppose.
Yeah.
Plus then plus social media after 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
It's kind of that's where the problems came from, I guess.
Yeah, it's really embarrassing to look back because I just had a really negative perspective, to be honest. And as I said, I was self-medicating, I was on Twitter, I was lashing out, and I think it's human nature. There's a lot of positive, and then there's a couple of little negatives, and we tend to focus on them, and they tend to resonate with us for some reason more than the positive. And especially when you're already a insecure character, as I was, I just crumbled. I pressed the self-destruct button, and but do you know what? Looking forward, I'm kind of happy about it because it was a blessing, and I wouldn't have made this album. I might have
makes you, isn't it?
I may have plateaued and just like writing about how great my life is now that I'm going to sign up. But I get to talk about real stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I get to talk about the real struggle of life. Getting money and fame and record deals. It's not fulfilling. It's just not. It's making art and being creative that's fulfilling.
Yeah, great. What do you think the sort of the major lessons you've learned from the first time around are?
The major lessons are to stay present. Really, that's the main one. Because I can get swept away and get lost and carried away by energy, just loads of energy, and also just to how important it is to like yourself and appreciate yourself,
enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, I was taking myself way too seriously.
It's hard not to, I think.
It's tough, yeah. It is really tough because you grow a little bit of an ego, don't you? I mean, I'm sure yourself, you're the biggest presenter in the world. You know, you've probably.
Well, when you put it like that, no. It's
you know,
very important to stay grounded and realise that none of this is real. Your family, your friends, and things you hold on to is kind of what's real. And I love my job, but I'm sure you do too.
Yeah, I mean, when you're good at something, you know, you're going to get people sort of filling you full of praise, and it's you've got to stay grounded. You have to.
If you're going to take the positive, you have to take the negative. It's better just to stay grounded and
100%.
Follow your own plan.
But yeah, I'm hoping to leave all that stuff behind.
I think we have done now. I mean, the annoying, thing for you is that you were going to get asked about it a lot, and I apologise. I'm asking you about it.
No, you've got to. I mean, it's a big part of my journey and who I am as an artist, so it's got to be talked about.
Thanks for coming in.
It's been a pleasure.
Great to have you back.
Great to see you again.
You know, I heard 5 tracks off the album, and it's brilliant, man. You're a good songwriter.
Thank you so much.
And it's just good to have you back. You look healthy. You look fit. You look.
Bless you. I'm trying. I had an injury the other week, so I was laid on the couch eating pizza for a couple of weeks. So I need to shift a bit of that back. But I'm back. I'm ready to go. Back from the edge.
Brilliant, man. Okay. What are you going to do for us now?
I'm going to play my new single.
Say You Won't Let Go.
Say You Won't Let Go, yeah.
Great, okay. This is from the album Back from the Edge. Over to you, James Arthur.
Thank you. I met you in the dark. You lit me up. You made me feel as though I was enough. We danced the night away. We drank too much. I held your hair back when you were throwing up. Then you smiled over your shoulder. For a minute I was stone cold sober. I pulled you closer to my chest. Then you asked me to stay over. I said I already told you. I think that you should get some rest. I knew I loved you then, but you'd never know. 'Cause I played it cool when I was scared of letting go. I knew I needed you, but I never showed. But I wanna stay with you till we're growing old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. Oh. I'll wake you up with some breakfast in bed. I'll bring you coffee with a kiss on your head. And I'll take the kids to school and wave them goodbye. And I'll thank my lucky star for that night red. When you looked over your shoulder, for a minute I forget that I'm older. I wanna dance with you right now. Oh, and you look as beautiful as ever. And I swear that every day will get better. You make me feel this way somehow. I'm so in love with you, and I hope you know, darling, your love is what the world is waiting goes. We've come so far, my dear. Look how we've grown. I wanna stay with you till we're growing old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. I wanna live with you, even when we're ghosts. 'Cause you were always there for me when I needed you most. I'm gonna love you till my lungs give out. I promise till death we part, like in our vows. So I wrote this song for you. Now everybody knows that it's just you and me till we're growing old. wanna, say you 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 won't let go. Say you won't let, say you won't let, say you won't let go. Say you won't let, say you won't let go. No, no, say you won't, say you won't, say you won't. Just say you won't let go.
James, that was great. It's great to have you back.
Thank you.
When are you? I mean, I suppose you don't know at the moment, but when? Because the album's not out till November, so you don't know when you're touring.
No idea yet. I'd imagine it'll be early next year now, because this. I think the single might take us through to the end of the year, possibly. Because the way the charts work now is songs are staying around a bit, aren't they? So hopefully it does that. So hopefully it stays around, and then we do a tour in February or something.
You're just about to go through a maelstrom of promo, but
yeah.
We're on your side.
Thank God, thank God. Thank God for you. Cheers.
James.
If you believe what you read in some quarters, I'm a three-headed right-wing monster. But take